NXT opened with Cody and whatnot, and it
So,
was like, oh, okay, this is Raw.
dude, hey, you just wrote, oh, okay, this is Raw. My first notes opens like a Raw, period.
Yeah.
Uh, so Cody comes out. The crowd's going insane for this whole show. They're hot. They're on fire, dude. This building looks incredible for a small fucking crowd. This is how you do it. NXT feels like a happening. The
Right.
performance center feels like if you're a local there, that's some shit you can go do. It feels like you're going to a club on a fucking Tuesday night. It's like some shit you can do with your family, some shit you can go do if you want to turn up. You're going to see great wrestling. You're going to have a great experience, man. That's how it feels, the whole vibe of it. Just the crowd standing with the board behind them, the video board and the intimacy of it. Hairline knows something about being in front of live crowds. I might know a little one or thing or two. Kayfabe, yeah. About it. And personally, dude, I like intimate settings. I've always liked that
Right.
than larger settings. So, smaller venues, you're just touching the people. You feel their fucking energy, man. And that's what NXT feels like. It's like a place to be. Cody Rhodes cuts a great promo. Crowd goes insane. He announces 3 announcements. Along with the women's breakout tournament, there will be a men's breakout tournament. He, of course, announced what everybody knew he was going to announce, the Dusty Rhodes Tag Team Classic coming back. He
Fuck
also
yeah.
announced Cody Rhodes as the guest GM for the show. Yeah. And then Ilya Dragunov comes out and he fucking cuts a little promo with Cody. He's super over with these guys. He's not tone it down, but he's got to just relax a little bit because he's going to cross over into that fucking cringe territory kind of quick here. But he's really good and he's incredibly passionate about wrestling. You can tell, and I really appreciate that about this guy. But and me saying, oh, he should chill. Maybe it just hasn't won me over yet. There's certain people
No,
like that.
he's a little up for sure.
Dude, he's
Yeah.
wild. And so
Yeah.
so Cody Rhodes makes Dom versus Ilya for the main event, and he makes LA Knight the guest referee. Yeah.
Yeah, that was dope, bro.
Yeah.
A surprise LA Knight appearance.
Yeah. So your thoughts on all
Fuck
that?
yeah. It was great to see Mommy and Dirty Dom first off.
Yeah.
So, and let's give Judgment Day all the fucking belts, because we all know Finn and Priest are winning them back next week. So, it
Yeah.
is what it is. And yeah, basically what I said there, bro. It was cool. Like they didn't like spoil LA Knight was gonna be there. It's all like they announced all this shit and still found a surprise. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Um, and then the Dusty tourney. That's it. It's Dusty Rhodes' birthday today, Daddy. Up
Yeah.
in
Yeah.
heaven, he's hanging out with the Macho Man, Daddy, and
October
Andre.
baby daddy. I'm an October baby. 1 week daddy. Yeah.
There's Tony Khan birthday and Dragonov's birthday. Then it's my birthday, Daddy.
And Phil Monk's birthday daddy. So they have the NXT viewing room I wrote, which is kind of cool.
Yeah.
I wrote Roxanne gets sent out to be murdered by Asuka. Roxanne's like smiling, and I'm like, no, be serious. You're about to be murdered by Asuka. Shotzi comes out, and I'm just like, what the fuck?
Yeah,
Yeah, get Shotzi on the phone. We have a special night tonight. Yeah, it's the biggest night in NXT history. It's a special occasion. I know we got Jade Cargill pulling up, and I know get Shotzi Black. Shotzi's
what
gonna
is the
have a better
shit
quarter
talking?
hour than Tony Khan's entire fucking show. We're gonna really stick it to him. Yeah, she's
Can she
hosting
like?
Halloween Havoc again.
Is it just like she can suck a mean dick or something? Because like, bro, she's not good, dog. And like,
Yo,
I don't
yo, yo. I'm
know
not.
what is
I
this
did
push.
not. Hey, hold on. I did not. Hairline said that, not me. But
Well, hold
probably
on.
I will say.
Okay, so like, she's very charismatic. You know what I'm saying? And female
to
wrestlers,
say the least.
right? But it's like she's not good in the ring. Every time I watch her in like that last match, you know what I'm saying? I was bitching about how the ref had to tell her to go back to the fucking ring and shit. You know what I'm saying? So it's like
She's dreadful.
it's got to be that mouth, bro.
Dude, so she's hosting Halloween Havoc again, and she says Scarlett Bordeaux will be there hosting. I wrote, Scarlett's just been off TV doing nothing. I think they have something big planned for Karrion Kross, and I wouldn't be shocked if they split him and his wife up. I wrote, Roxanne
Dude,
was fucking up in this match a bunch. Obviously, they haven't touched a lot, but Asuka just carried it, and Roxanne fumbled her chance to shine, in my opinion. The crowd fully turned on Perez midway through, or like earlier than midway. They shouldn't have had Roxanne battle Asuka this long either. It's very AEW of them.
yeah. So what I really liked is Asuka made every like punch and kick just look so huge, man, and like it's really just that less is more aesthetic of fucking, sports entertainment, man. And just Asuka's a fucking pro, shout out to Kana. The Shotzi and Kiana James afterbirth. So like Shotzi was just down there for the Kiana James shit. And so like now we gotta put up with more Shotzi in
Yeah.
NXT.
They just love her. I yeah, no comment on what you just said, but the
What else is it,
so
bro?
so the British brawling brutes took the British brawling brutes, I'll call them, took on Gallus. People are speculating that Sheamus's contract is up and he's leaving WWE as well, and that they are
Oh, no.
positioning Tyler Bate to take his position in the brawling brutes in case that happens. I think that's crazy speculation, and
Did Sean Ross Sapp say that?
yeah, and like I doubt Sheamus will leave WWE. I think he'll get a world title put on him before he goes to AEW and gets one put on him, or maybe him and Edge are friends, man. I don't know. Like Daniel Bryan's convincing a lot of people to go over there, and I think maybe they're really gonna make a play to turn it around. I just think it might be too little, too late. But
It
get these
is too
boys
late,
paid.
bro.
Yeah, get Sheamus, go get paid and come back to the Hall of Fame. Like fuck it, it's not.
Well,
It's new ownership, man. These people aren't loyal to Vince. They're not loyal. Like they were loyal to Vince. Edge isn't loyal to in fucking Endeavor, bro. He doesn't owe them a goddamn thing, So just at the end of
yeah,
the
no, you're right.
yeah.
I
So
was honestly, man, I was really interested in which member of fucking Gallus that Ridge was gonna injure.
okay.
So
So I just wrote, this is bar rules, a bunch of hooligans brawling. I wrote, this was super AEW too. It's like they're trying to even steal all the hardcore marks away too tonight. WWE went for the jugular. This was whatever for me though. Why not bring Tyler Bate into the Brawling Brutes from now on? I wrote that before hearing that news. Might as well. I wrote Wolfgang did the dive. He looks like he's 45 and he's chubby. He looks like that cash flow guy on that fucking wrestlers documentary. I wrote he's great in these knuckle twister matches, but once he did the flip, I was like, okay, this is AEW. What the fuck? I wrote, then they did the triple submission spot, and it was such nonsense. One dude even had a Walls of Jericho locked in, and I wanted to turn this off. The only reason I didn't was because all the shit they announced prior to the show, like John Cena and everything that was coming. And I was actually
no,
like, this is awful. Your thoughts?
so I enjoyed this match for the most part. I didn't like when Tubbs did his flip. That
Don't.
took me out of it,
I
bro.
hate to even go there, but it's like, bro, you look like you're fucking 50. No offense. I'm not shitting on. Hey, bro. Hey, bro. You can get bitches when you look old still. All right. We all know that.
Right. Yeah, no, it's nothing like
And you're
that.
great. I've always, if you listen to every one of these podcasts, I put Gallus over every time we talk about you guys and the Coffee Brothers. Here's the motherfucking thing. Why did you do that flip? And it was so bad. It was like, come
Well,
on,
it just
guys.
didn't need to be in there, bro. It
It's
was
like
like the
they were just
fucking
trying to convert every AEW mark who would defend that type of shit on their show. They're like, I know, we're gonna do a bar brawl and they're gonna get slammed through kegs and drink beers.
yeah.
Yeah, he's gonna do a flip. Who's the oldest guy in this match? You're gonna do. You're gonna risk your life tonight for me. It's my last
Yeah.
night on the job.
If Ivar can do it, you can do it. Yeah.
I know.
Yeah.
Get me Ivar. Sir, he's not here tonight. Well, who the fuck is this guy? He looks like a Viking Raider. You look like Ivar. Get over here.
Get him in there.
Jesus.
Fucking
So go ahead, sir.
I didn't like the fucking the tubby flop and then fucking there was so many fucking Coffee and Bates were no selling each other's punches and shit, bro, and just
They
like
were just like, quick, get to the spot, the spot, the spot, and it's like, ugh, ugh.
yeah, and it's all like this is
AEW.
sequences and
Yeah,
like
it literally reminded me of like Blackpool Combat Club type shit.
yeah, it was like if AEW learned how to sell. You know what I'm saying? It's basically what it was.
So
But
then,
overall,
oh, go ahead.
it was a savage match. You know what
Yeah,
I'm saying?
like they beat
Yeah.
the shit out of each other. It was
Yeah,
they
for
all look like
sure. I'm sure.
believable guys, except for that flip. Everything else looked great.
Yeah, like why didn't Ridge do the flip?
I don't
You know what I'm
know.
saying?
I have no
Jeez.
idea what the fuck was that. I have no idea. It was so I got so triggered. I was like, oh my god, they're fumbling this great NXT. I truly felt that way. I was like, they're gonna fuck things up here. So it was bar rules. I wrote it pub rules. Sorry, I got the whatever. But the Brawling Brutes win with
Yeah,
Tyler Bate, and
that
he's awesome.
the beer spot where he's fucking coffee smacked Bates in the head with the fucking beer and like the glass shattered all over. That was fucking nuts,
That was
dog.
great, dude. And then
Yeah,
a video package of Becky and Lyra airs. And I just wrote, I don't give a fuck about any of this Becky, Tegan, Lyra, Irish shit. Tegan's looking way better though. She transformed like crazy. This Lyra girl, it is really cool. She trained with Becky and they're from the same whatever. There's no reason why like these three are baby faces. No. So it's just there's no reason for me to be like, oh, I can't. It's like
yeah, I'm not
AEW
invested.
shit. Oh, they're no, it's like, oh, they're all from the same city, but they're all baby faces. So I want to see
Oh
them
no, they're all
fight.
Irish.
Oh, they're
Yeah,
all Irish, so let's see them fight. That's some Tony Khan shit. Like, what the
yeah.
fuck? Like have one of these girls, shoot on one of these girls, you know what I mean, or something, and be like, you couldn't walk in my fucking footsteps. That's why it took you this long to get out of Ireland or whatever. Like, have them compete for Becky's attention, and then one of them go heel. But you got to go heel before you set up the match because I don't care about the fucking match. Now maybe they're gonna go
Right.
heel right before and hook me in, but it's just TBD, bro. It's TBD. And then when you see what Stratton's doing, it's like, really? That's all you guys had for her on this show? We need to see some fucking like Stratton should be doing some big time shit. I don't know, dude. And then they have Jade coming in. Is Stratton feuding Jade? You got to get Stratton the fuck on SmackDown or Raw or something. You got to get her off NXT because if Jade's coming to NXT, you can't have two girls who are like larger than life looking fucking type of women, you know? So, anyways, that's my crazy rant. Cena comes out, the biggest pops ever. Crowd was singing and going insane. He cut a brilliant fucking promo. The crowd keeps singing his fucking song.
Bruh.
We'll get pulled down. He
That
he
fucking
he's like, this
there
is
was
the
a low.
most street cred I've gotten in 15
Yep.
years or whatever. Sorry, Hairline. What were you gonna say?
There was a fucking lone John Cena hater. You know
Yes,
what I'm saying?
and I wrote that
The
in my
one guy.
notes. I wrote he
Yeah.
cut a brilliant promo and even addressed the one guy chanting Cena sucks and flipped it, and it was just brilliant. And this
Yeah.
alone, this segment alone right here, slaughtered anything AEW could have ever conjured up in Tony Khan's wildest wet dream, his wettest dream.
Well, it's just the way that Cena can fucking like play off shit in the moment. He like the only other person I really see doing that shit is fucking Trick. You know what I'm saying?
Dude, and
Yeah,
Cena
man.
is on his retirement tour. Just enjoy this and look at how much fun he's having and how free he is. You gotta love this, man. So I wrote the NXT stuff aside from the main roster, quote unquote stuff, has so far been bad for me. I wrote, but it's fucking nuts seeing Braun Breaker in the ring with Cena, dude. This is epic. So Breaker comes down. He starts talking shit on Cena. They get into a little scuffle, but Braun breaks out. Pun intended.
Oh,
So your
Jesus.
thoughts on all that? Your thoughts on all that?
Clearly Breaker is like the next big fucking heel, down the road. Are we gonna see Cena versus Breaker one day, or I don't think so because Cena's gonna be gone.
Doubtful.
Right. But like I liked how fucking Breaker attacked him, and then Cena even got his shit in, and it was just like,
I think, I agree, but I think we're gonna get Cena, and it could be Breaker maybe by Mania. We're gonna get Cena at 40, and I promise you that he'll be right. He might come back and do a Hogan dude at like a little promo like 10 years later as an old man, right? But as
we'll
far
do
as
that.
match, I think 40 he's donezo. So I think we see him put over Theory, could be Breaker. So I don't know, man.
No, you're right.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. Oh God, I'm not trying to sit here and fantasy mark book, but it's like for sure, fucking Breaker's next up, and fucking Melo's gonna be like, what I'm saying. We're gonna see Melo versus Breaker for the next fucking 15 years, you know?
Yeah, dude. That's the next Cena Orton.
Yep,
Okay,
yeah, for
so
sure, bro.
they did the family backstage with Cody. I wrote in it was funny. The big
Fuck yeah,
gobbity
dude.
goo battle royal or bibbity
No, no, no,
bobbity
no, dude.
fucking
It
whatever.
was the bada bing, bada boom tag team battle royal.
Okay, so I wrote this was funny, but then they do a literal tournament slash battle royal, and I almost threw my fucking remote through my TV. It's a great concept for a match, sure, but the family just faced and beat 4 teams in one match. Now there's a
Yeah, we'll do
battle
it again.
royal gauntlet type match. Cool, but also the Dusty Classics coming up. So why not just have the winner of
No,
the
we need
Dusty
80-20.
Classic beat the family and just have them sitting there and going, no, we're not partaking. Da, da, da. I just wrote this is more AEW. This is NXT bro. So
I don't know, man.
yeah.
They popped me with Cody going,
They popped
can
me, but it was just
you
I
tell me what he said? He
yeah.
basically said he wants attorney here. I don't know, man. I'm just a mark for that fucking the 80s WWE shit, you know?
Yeah.
And that's what this is, dude.
Yeah, I'm not mad
It
at it whatsoever, other than just
it
the whole concept and the fact there's a tag tournament coming up. What the fuck?
no, man, but like I was saying, dude, it makes me want to purchase a red tracksuit, you know,
Yeah,
and get a
no.
fedora. You know, I think I might be the Italians for Halloween, Doug.
So in the back, Baron Corbin says Ilya Dragunov is ducking him because of Mello surviving, and he's the only man to put Ilya down. NXT Championship match, special referee LA Knight. Ilya Dragunov is the champ. He comes out to face Dominic Mysterio with Rhea Ripley, and this was a pretty solid match. You could tell that Dominic didn't like getting like the shit beat out of him so hard by fucking Ilya, dude. Like Ilya's such
Yeah,
a
for
savage,
sure, dude.
and like you could see fucking
In that corner with the
yeah,
chop.
you
Yeah,
could see
yeah.
Dominic like trying to get out of there in some of those instances. And like when that H bomb came, you could just see he was like, oh shit. But I wrote LA Knight was a great ref. This match was awesome. When Trick caught mommy, that was awesome. I wrote Finn and JD bumped around like crazy. This match was great, but Dom didn't. He didn't like getting the piss beaten out of him. I wrote then Corbin comes out, then Dijak jumps Dragonov and is like, I beat you to it. And then so I just wrote those are good matches next for Ilya. And yeah, they got a good little main event scene there. Your thoughts?
Yeah. LA Knight in the boots.
Yeah, what the
Fucking
fuck am I doing? I'm holding mad L's, dude. I gotta drop him a fucking
yeah, there we
Dummy.
go.
Yeah.
Fucking
Yeah. Dummy.
I just like
Yeah.
yeah. Can you guys
Sorry.
not so much? I'd really appreciate
Yeah, dude.
Jesus. No, man, but it was funny because on commentary, Booker T was like, no, none of that matters as long as he has the referee fucking shirt on. So we're good. What is that? The Constantine special or whatever? But like that Constantine move was reversed into the 619, and that was just fucking sick, dude. Booker goes, LA Knight's just doing his job. And it's all like, no, LA Knight just fucking punched Finn
Yeah,
Balor.
dude,
And
he
then,
punched Finn Balor and shit. It
and
was
then
awesome. I love that. I was like, dude.
and he's like throwing JD around, and it's all
Yeah.
like, well, if he's doing his job, that should have been a disqualification right
I
there.
know.
But
It's super funny, dude. That's what made it funny. It was like if Stone Cold was a ref, you
yeah,
know?
for
That's what it
sure, bro.
reminded me of. Yeah.
And then fucking we had the Baron Corbin and the Terminator Afterbirth,
Yeah, dude.
even though fucking Corbin's mad at
All the Bond villains.
is it a triple threat?
I don't
Is
know,
that what
dude, but
they're doing?
Dragonov, Dijak, and Corbin all look like Bond villains slash henchmen.
Yeah, especially Corbin, bro. Jesus.
So, and then we
I'm
get big.
feeling Corbin, man.
Yeah, me too. Me too. We get big time money backstage next, though, dude. Cena and Mello are backstage chilling,
Right.
talking. Trick comes up.
Trick Mellow Gang.
Bro, they shake, they do their thing, and then Trick is eyeing up fucking Mello. And Cena, who was just talking to Mello, Trick goes, yo, when do you know it's your time? And Cena goes, yo, let's fucking talk. And they're teasing a possible heel turn, but I'm certain that's not the case, and it'll be Mello. That's the swerve. Cena offers to talk to Trick. Ooh, planting good seeds. Good little beats. What were your thoughts on that?
They saw the success of fucking Bluso might leave the bloodline, Sammy might leave the bloodline, you know, and like now they're just like, you know, they're doing that with Judgment Day. And then now they're doing that over here with Trick and Mellow, but like I don't. It's not like a fucking if it's not broke, don't fix it shit. But like it's clearly working. So
Yeah.
I don't know, but man, I want to see fucking a three-way fucking tag match with fucking Mellow, fucking Trick, and fucking Cena, bro.
That'd be cool.
Yeah, fuck yeah, dog.
Yeah, I don't know if it'll ever happen, but I don't know. Cena
Yeah,
giving him
versus
the
the
rub.
Acclaimed.
So then up next, speaking of like little seeds
Nothing.
being planted and storyline beats, NXT Anonymous catches.
Yo, dude, yeah, I wrote this in
No,
my notes.
it's
Like,
not
that
like
son
the
of a
Acclaim,
bitch.
bro. It's not like the Acclaim. NXT
No,
Anonymous catches
no, no, no,
Ava
no.
Rain.
I said versus the Acclaimed.
Oh, versus the Acclaimed. Okay, I thought you said it's like the Acclaimed, and that's why I gave you nothing. I was
No,
like,
it's nothing. Well, kind of.
Jesus.
I'm,
Okay,
I'm,
so
I'm,
NXT
I'm off.
Anonymous catches Ava Rain being spoken to backstage by Paul fucking Heyman. New bloodline coming 100%, bro. It's fucking going down. That's why they split up the schism, that Joe Gacy guy or whatever the fuck his name is. He's going to be in the whatever Bo Dallas Wyatt 6 faction they're doing. And this Ava Rain was being tempted by Paul Heyman. I popped so fucking hard for this. Your thoughts?
Yeah, so should we just say it now? Fucking Heyman's clearly listening to the pod,
Yeah,
right?
Paul Heyman is clearly listening to the pod. Shout you out, sir. You're a legend, and so
Right.
are
Thank you
we.
for everything you've done.
Yeah.
Stop making AJ Styles mad, please.
I think they're cool now. So we then go backstage, more backstage, to the parking lot, and a car pulls up, and a foot comes out, and who is it? Hairline.
Foot.
Jade motherfucking Cargill shows up on NXT. The crowd pops, gives a holy shit chant. She's dressed and looking like $1,000,000 daddy.
Ugh.
HBK greets her and says, "We have a special show." And I just wrote, "This is a huge NXTW." Your thoughts, man?
So like I saw the tweet where like Shawn Michaels was calling her.
Mm-hmm.
So like I guess like the tease was okay. Um, but I don't want to say it's a fumble because like clearly it got a pop and it got people talking about it and all that, but it's like she didn't exactly do anything.
Right.
So
I think this is what they're making her come across and look like an attraction before she even gets in the building, before she even does anything. And everyone is sitting there watching the shows, expecting her to turn up, and she's not turning up. Like she's not coming to the ring or anything, but we're still waiting for it. Like I truly believe what they're doing. She looks unique and special, dude. So when she looks like that, and then the crowd's chanting "Holy shit," and you're one of the almost million people who tuned into this NXT, and maybe you don't watch NXT all the time, and they're just preparing you that she could come out to the ring anytime. So they're keeping people
yeah,
like
yeah,
interested.
yeah, touche.
It's fucking genius. And also what they did in this show is they did another Brian Pillman Jr. promo package vignette. I don't know if I'm jumping ahead or if we skipped over it, but they did a vignette, and his name, it's not like, oh, I'm going to live up to my dad and do the AEW thing. Like, look, he's like his dad. Nah. He's going,
Nah.
yo, fuck my dad. I didn't know my dad. I only knew my dad for 4 years, and his hair looks great. His beard looks drawn on. And bro, have you seen the promo, Hairline?
Yeah. With the
Dude.
TV.
Yeah, but did you see him cutting the promo in the camera and going, "My name is Lexi King." He's calling himself Lexi King. He's not Brian Pillman Jr. And
No, I
instead of
must have
just,
missed that.
bro, I should pull it up right now because it really, dude, just to see what they did with him in this short of a time, promo wise, I'm like, holy fuck, man. Like, this is just, all it does is just highlight the levels of, so he's Lexis King, pardon me, not Lexi King, Lexis King, WWE. And he explains why. He's like, here, I'll play you the promo right here.
I want to read some AEW for. Oh, how can they just grab him and then change his name like that? I don't know, guys. Maybe he wants to own the rights to his own name.
So yeah, listen to this promo. Here, actually, no, you should watch it with me here. Sorry, guys, I'm fumbling around. Okay, so let's go here.
Unpredictable, completely unpredictable. psychotic.
So this is great.
He was really crazy. Deranged. Off the wall nutcase.
Because all the marks were going, oh, he should do psychotic nutcase Brian Pillman like his dad. And in a way, he is doing that, but he's doing it in spite of his dad. And it's just WWE brilliancy. Now just watch the promo he cuts. And it's like two different fucking It's like the fact AEW couldn't get him to figure this out in the 2 years he's with them or whatever. Holy shit. Look at what Shawn Michaels did with this guy in 3 months or whatever. You know what I mean?
No, you're right.
Yeah.
My father was one of the most infamous superstars in this business.
I'm not Hogan. I'm not Savage.
And look how they have his hair done and his makeup and shit.
Ever forget it.
There's your boy Bischoff.
Yeah.
Everywhere I go, people stop to tell me, man, I loved your dad. Such a trailblazer he was. It seems like everybody has such fond memories of my father. Well, you know who doesn't? Me, his own damn son. I lost him when I was just 4 years old. I don't know him. And you'd think being a WWE superstar would be the last thing that I'd want to be. And you're right. And trust me, I've tried everything. I've tried football, lacrosse. Hell, I even have a college degree. But this industry has been in my blood since birth, and I could never escape it. I've got no choice but to embrace it. I have no choice but to inflict pain on the very business that has brought me so much grief. But when they see this face, I don't want them to think about my dead father. I want them to think about me.
Why weren't they letting them talk in AEW?
They were, but no one was coaching them.
From this day forward, I'm going to take on the last name of the real man who raised me, the real father.
Listen, he's going, I'm going to take on the last name of the real man who raised me. Now WWE can own this fucking name, but this is the thing. Look, he's wearing the tiger shirt. Look how his hair's done.
Right.
He is doing his dad. He is the psychotic, unhinged guy, but it's in spite of his father. It's not to honor my dad. And that's the whole thing. No, you are your father. It's already a brilliant story. They came up instantly, and AEW's like, oh no, you have blonde hair. It's kind of curly. We'll put you with Griff Garrison because he's got blonde hair and it's kind of curly. And we'll put you with Julia Hart because she's got blonde hair and a cheerleader. And you'll be the Varsity Blondes, and it'll be great. Like, look at just what they've done in this short little 3 months with WWE, dude. Look what they did. Like, money already. This guy's the future of NXT right here. I called it. I was right.
Figure in my life.
But yeah,
and his name
Lexus
King. And now
so if he's in need of a father figure, I can only think of one person.
Yeah. Yeah, actually, maybe it's too bad he didn't stay in AEW because Christian, of course, would
gladly take him.
Christ, hey.
That aired last night?
Dude, yeah, that aired either before or after on Twitter or on YouTube or on it aired in some form or fashion and around the time that this NXT was going on, right? So anyways.
Yeah, no. Speaking of YouTube, our Edge video has the most views ever. Key demo.
Shit. But anyways, yeah, man, that shit was great. Jade comes out. It's all great. They're taking these AEW guys. They're gonna cherry pick the good ones and turn them into fucking superstars. So shout out MJF and shout out Ricky Starks. Pretty much. After the match, yeah, we talked about that. And then we talked about Ava and Paul Heyman, Jade Cargill. So backstage, Baron Corbin tells Cody Rhodes that he wants a match with Dragunov at Halloween Havoc for the title. Cody said he'll get his match if he wins next week's triple threat match with Dijak and the winner of Mello vs. Braun. So whatever. And then Nathan Frazier, I wrote... My notes is Cody makes a match with Corbin, etc. next week. They're shaping the new world title picture. And then my next note is Dom talks to some random jobbers, and that's it. So I guess that was Nathan Frazier. And he's like, oh, you treat everyone like dirt. So they're going to fight. Your thoughts on those little segments?
I wrote Dom talks to pretend Tyler Bates.
Mini Bates, yeah.
Yeah, I don't know, man. Fucking, how good is Dom now, though? Like,
yeah, he's the best, bro. He's the best. We say it all the time.
God.
He's money. Top heel in the business, especially with what MJF's doing, bro. It's crazy.
Or just like that one time, it's like we watched that one match, and I was all like, "Oh, that wasn't Tyler Bates. I thought that was Tyler Bates the whole time."
So we have a quarterfinals match in the NXT Women's Breakout Tournament. Lola Vice with Elektra Lopez versus Danny Palmer. I write Lola Vice is looking fine as wine. The Women's Breakout Tournament. She faces Danny Palmer. I wrote, who honestly cares? But Danny Palmer is the girl who was doing the AEW tryout match on that one podcast. We were talking about that, doing all the flips. And she did a lot of them here. But I wrote, Lola is awesome. And she is the breakout star to me, regardless of what happened. Danny is the girl who does the AEW flips. LOL. Lola is just so good. Her selling, her facials, she knows when to fire up, the psychology behind the little things, like she's trying to apply the head scissors and she just needs that little extra inch, so she pulls the girl's pigtail or ponytail to fucking cinch it in. She covers her opponent like she's trying to pin the girl down and beat her. It's just the little details she does so well that's going to make her a lot of money in this business. She is a legit Taekwondo black belt and jiu-jitsu practitioner. So when she's throwing triangle chokes and throwing kicks, she does it excellently. Even when she's dancing and celebrating her victory at the end, spoiler, she wins. She isn't just posing and doing her thing, dude. She's still selling her jaw. She's selling her body while she's like doing her little Latina dancing. She gets it. She is the breakout star. That is my notes on that. Your thoughts?
Yeah, so I just wrote, so this tourney was just to get Lola Vice over, right?
Yeah, 100%.
Basically. Yeah, for sure, bro. But
the truth.
I guess just to repeat what you said there, the fact that, like, you know, she's selling her jaw while doing the fucking the taunting after, and it's just all like, man, it's those little things like that like fucking,
that's what matters in wrestling, bro. It's that shit.
Yeah, man. And it's like you got fucking, it's like AEW, you could start someone on fire, you know, and the next week they
would have no bandages.
Yeah.
Fuck. So up next, Chase U is going on. And I wrote, even though, no, okay. Well, I wrote,
in your face.
Here's my notes. I'm just going to write in my notes. So Chase U's going on. And even though the story is that JC is pulling Thea away from them, she's okay with them cornering them in their tag match last week. And she's taking their classes. I wrote, this is fucking dumb. And the story should be Thea trying to turn JC good instead of the cliche good girl turns bad and wears black leather and ooh. I wrote, this segment did pop me hard though, because all like these people are all just very good in this. But at what point? No. At what point though does this become MJF, Adam Cole? Yeah, that was popping me. And now we're gonna get to Dynamite. This Roddy Cole shit's garbage, and this MJF shit's garbage. And Chase U, this is what it's gonna. They're just, you gotta be logical here. I don't know who's booking this. Stop for a second. The story is that JC's changing Thea and getting her away from Chase U. JC's now not just, oh yeah, let's let them corner us and let's hang out with them more. Why would that be all of a sudden what she thinks to do? Because the story is she doesn't want Thea hanging out with them so much. She wants her to. So it's fucking dumb. It makes no sense. And they did a cliche where they could have flipped it on its ear and had Thea trying to turn JC good. And then eventually fucking JC just turns on Thea or whatever. That's the move. Have JC repping Chase U and everyone going, what the fuck? That's the fucking move. I don't know that. Anyways, you go ahead with your thoughts.
So, all right, here's my thing, bro. It's like, you were saying, like, now Thea and JC are just like another faction of spooky goth girls. So, like, at least it's something different. You know what I'm saying? Like they're doing both. You know what I'm saying? It's not like another Blair Davenport or some shit. You know, it's like fucking, I don't want to say trying, you know, because it clearly is just more goth girl shit, you know, but I don't know. At least it's a little different now. And then I was entertained with all like the Chase U. He was just like, fuck social media. Get off your fucking phone.
Yeah, that shit popped me. Like, that was really funny.
And Homeboy's just taking notes and shit. And like, yeah man. I think you nailed it right there. It's MJF and Cole. You know, it's just corny fucking toilet humor and shit.
So then up next,
I don't know, man. Like I was saying, it's more than like just the creepy girl shit they were doing a couple shows ago.
Yeah. You're right. But it's just, I just feel like it doesn't make sense. They're chilling with Chase U even, but whatever. We'll see how this plays out.
Well, yeah, because it's like fucking, it's like how Uso was all like, oh fuck Roman Reigns, and then 2 weeks later he's like, I'm back in the
Yeah,
bloodline.
yeah.
It's the same thing. Fuck Chase U.
Yeah,
All right, I'm
now
back
he's
with Chase U.
yeah, now he's bloodlining than ever. So
Yeah, bloodline as fuck.
Heyman's with Breaker backstage. I wrote, this should be a permanent thing. It's so good. I wrote, Paul calls Roman Reigns after talking to Braun. Do we get a Braun versus Roman down the line in the future? That'd be crazy. I wrote, they're doing crazy shit on NXT tonight, and it's fucking awesome.
I'm super jumping ahead with this because he was all like, call Roman Reigns. And I was like, what the fuck does Roman have to do with any of this? But obviously that call Roman Reigns was like to get confirmation to send fucking Solo down, but
Right, exactly.
right, but till Solo came down, I was like, what the fuck does Roman have to do with any of this, bro? Like, that's just fucking.
Yeah, and even that, it's weird. It's just like, oh, okay, you guys are just protecting Braun for some reason, but I don't know. I fuck with it. It was all good. It was just a super show, fucking spot show, whatever. So Asuka is with a random jobber backstage. Blair Davenport comes in and is a heel or what? I don't get it.
She had New Japan mark.
Yeah, Tiffy comes in.
I live in Japan.
Yeah, is she attacking and assaulting and slaughtering girls and fighting with Gigi and beating her up, or is she marking out over Kana? Like, what is it? Is she me, or is she attacking fucking Gigi Dolan? But sorry, Tiffy comes in, and I just wrote the match between Kana and Tiffy would be great. And then Tiffy cuts down, I think that girl's name's Fallon Henley, and she's like, people like you, and I like that because there's this elitist fuck,
Yeah.
man. You guys know, dude, we don't do the political shit, and I know I'm gonna get flagged. People are gonna be like, what do you mean by, but that's the point, literally. Like, there's this, like,
right,
it's kind of like these liberal, rich, pompous fucking people
mean
in this
girls.
world today who look over, like, the way you hear certain Americans, even the way they talk about other Americans, bro, it's crazy. Like, flyover state, like, oh, they don't matter, and oh, the middle of nowhere. It's like, you mean like where all your food and farming and agriculture comes from? Like, what the fuck, are you guys idiots? So to me, that's crazy. What the point I'm getting at is, like, just, this is good shit to tap into without getting political, but like tapping into sort of real world shit. Like, well, motherfuckers like you, whatever, and then they just set up a match, and that's real heel heat to me. That's the point I'm trying to get at there. Sorry, Hairline, your thoughts on this little Asuka Tiffy interaction?
I don't know, like, basically what you said there, fucking. It's like we watched Davenport be the ultimate fucking heel, but now she's like babyface with Asuka. I don't know what was she all like, Sean, I know Japanese, right? And he's like, oh yeah, that's. I don't know why it was Vince there. Yeah,
this was the most AEW episode of NXT ever.
Kinda.
So Mello with Cena. Oh, sorry, go ahead.
Yeah, so basically, just to regurgitate what you said, Tiffy, Mean Girl, money.
Yeah.
Give Tiffany the belt back or put her on Raw.
She's just got to be far away from Jade. You got to keep her and Jade the fuck away from each other, dude.
Right, till it's time.
Yeah, till it's time. You bring it, because Tiffy's going to be the most over baby face one day. Like, over, like, though. Fucking Rover. And Jade could do either. Like, she's probably going to kind of come in babyface, but I don't know. From just seeing what she did in AEW, she seems better as a heel. Like, Chyna even was always kind of heel, but she was just like the cool heel. Like, she's with DX. So it's like, and then when she was with Eddie, like, people were booing Eddie and booing her and shit. So, anyways, Eddie Guerrero. Talking about Chyna. So Mello with Cena.
I'm sorry. I thought you were talking about Jade Cargill.
No, I was comparing her to Chyna and saying, like, even Chyna.
Okay.
Yeah, because that's what she is essentially, dude. Like, she's a diamond. She stands out among all the women, like, even compared to Tiffy, and Tiffy stands out. Like, you know what I'm getting at. Mello versus Cena. Mello with Cena versus Breaker and Heyman. This match, I wrote, this match was the shits. Honestly, I wasn't feeling it at all. I wrote, Cena took the stairs from Breaker. Solo Sikoa shows up to help Braun. Mello beats Braun. That was fucked. I wrote, it is what it is, but it's fucked that they beat him for what they had happen next. So, Hairline, give me your thoughts on the match, and then we'll get into the afterbirth.
So there was the fucking, like, Mello super kicked Braun, and Braun just kind of fell back and shit. ugh, like a super kick's nothing anymore, like
Just
it's
like the
not like as
spear.
bad as
It's garbage.
yeah. Yeah, it's not as bad as like an AEW super kick, but it's all like, dude, fucking he didn't even fall down from a fucking super kick, bro. But yeah, it was fucking battle of the facials on the outside with Cena and Heyman, bro. Fucking
Yeah,
gold.
the match though, I didn't like it at all, man. But then after the match, Braun attacks Mello and spears him. So I'm just like, why don't you have Braun win the match and then just keep beating down Mello so that he doesn't get doubly buried during the spot? But I'm not triggered. There's people online who are like, I can't believe they just buried fucking Braun like this, da da da, even though like more people watched him than ever.
What? How did he get
Um,
buried?
well, because what happens next? So Braun says,
But
there's
that's
only
like,
one badass in the WWE. Then we hear the gong, dung, and then we hear Kid Rock, fucking American Badass starts playing. The Undertaker shows up in NXT. I'm marking out. I rewound the shit and watched it 400 fucking times. He comes out on the motorcycle. He's showing Booker T love. Taker just takes his sweet ass time. Mello's marking out in the corner. I wrote that was kind of corny. But
yeah,
basically,
marking out
what?
hard, bro.
Yeah, I was like, that's corny. And then obviously Taker gives him the rub and shakes his hand after all said and done. But what happens is he goes face to face with Braun Breaker and he fucking punches him. Breaker sells it like $1,000,000. Taker grabs him for the choke slam. Now, when they're making eye contact and Undertaker's making a face at him, like, and then I swear watch it back, you see Undertaker go, open them. And I swear he's trying to tell Braun to like open his eyes wide like this. But Braun's like, I watched it back a couple times, right? Because you look at Taker and he was doing this, like, like he was trying to get a moment there that would
Oh,
be
he
like
was, yeah.
epically memeable. It was a moment, but Undertaker's talking like he was literally trying to teach this motherfucker facials while in this moment here. It was crazy. It was like a learning moment right there. So I don't
Yeah,
know.
I'm
Shout out
watching it
Undertaker.
right now.
And then Undertaker fucking choke slammed him. Yeah, so look at how like Undertaker's eyes go real wide, and then I swear at one point
Yeah,
he
he
says
says something.
open. Yeah, I swear he's telling Breaker to open his eyes and then give that moment of like, because that would be captured on camera of them looking at each other with both of their eyes really wide. Like, Undertaker has moments like that, like him and Brock
Yeah, like
laughing at each
Brock.
other and shit.
Yeah,
Yes,
yeah,
dude, he's
yeah.
trying to create that with Braun Breaker. Braun fucked up, but he got up way high, 8 feet in the air. Yeah, it was a shoot. It was 8 feet in the air. It was 9 feet in the air to the canvas. No padding. But dude, he got up there for that fucking choke slam, dude. Went down, and I don't know, good rub for Braun Breaker. Overall, this NXT was just like a Mark Fantasy season ending. Fucking going. Jay just wanted to bury AEW, and the matches were the shits overall, other than Lola Vice. But the story, the little tidbits, the seeds that are being sown, and just seeing the legends and all that, how the fuck can you be mad at that at all? And there's a reason they got 900,000 viewers, well over 900,000, tickled 1,000,000, and they destroyed in the key demo as well. For all you key demo marks, they did way higher than anyone thought they were going to do in the key demo.
But
And
YouTube.
overall, this was a solid NXT. Hairline, your thoughts on Undertaker? Do you think Braun Breaker's buried there? And your thoughts just on the experience that was this NXT?
It was a fucking crazy pop for Taker, bro. And yeah, I guess like fucking it's way easier for him to do the American Badass versus, fucking
It
Taker.
just makes more sense too. If he's gonna break
Yeah,
the
yeah, yeah.
kayfabe, he doesn't want to live in gimmick anymore. Okay, just be the badass because he is a motherfucking badass. You know what I mean? He's a fucking national treasure. This dude.
Last thing with the match is like I literally wrote down in my notes like what a fucking moment, and then as I'm typing that, bro, fucking Vic was all like, "Oh, what a moment," and I was like, "Ha, exactly." So I guess more or less, me and Vic Joseph fucking we're psychically connected.
And I don't think I'm speaking out of turn here. I believe I don't. Hopefully this was real, and I believe I don't want to talk out of my ass, but I think Vic Joseph though announced his I think his father passed away or something along those lines. Thoughts and prayers out to him, and it might have been like a grandfather. Either way, just shout out Vic Joseph. He's a brilliant commentator. Him and Book have a blast. To me, he's the best under Cole and Graves right now. To me, it's like Cole, Graves,
for
Barrett,
sure.
and Vic is like so Shout him out and all the well wishes. Sorry if I'm just totally I swear I did see that though on X. So and just whatever. Shout out Vic Joseph is what I'm getting at. But let's compare.
So hold on.
Oh, go ahead. Yep.
To answer your thing about Undertaker burying Braun, it's like, so could we, this is very subjective, but like Hulk Hogan, most famous wrestler of all time, second most famous wrestler of all time, either the Undertaker or the Rock, right?
Mm-hmm.
So like, it's like, dude, he just got like a rub from one of the biggest superstars ever. You know what I'm saying?
Dude, on some goat shit, like real talk, man.
It's just not. That's what bothers me, bro. It's just the copium. Like, oh, he got buried because he got choke slammed. Dude, you guys don't get fucking wrestling psychology. Braun should have buried him. Like, I don't. What did they want?
Well, that's what some dude said. I had to unfollow him. I've been on an unfollow streak of just people where like literally it's just like, no, I'm not reading like blatantly either you're baiting or no, actually it wasn't. This guy's like an AEW shill. I'm not even gonna plug his shit, calling him a shill. People call us fucking shills for WWE, but no, this guy just clearly like he's like, yeah, Braun should have attacked him with a future match down the line is the only way that would make sense. And it's just like, no, dude, they just wanted to pop a rating, so they had a top heel sell for a legend. I mean, it's not that deep, right? In contrast to this Dynamite we're going to compare it to,